Hi there, Adam Lowy with Move for Hunger, coming to you with another week of updates. As we talk to our friends at food banks and pantries all across the United States and Canada, one thing is clear. They are in need. Our communities are in need. Many food banks are reporting a 60% increase in the number of people that they're needing to serve. And many of these people are visitors to the food bank for the very first time in their lives. People that never thought that they would rely on the assistance of a food bank or food pantry. To all the food banks out there and food pantries working day in and day out, serving people that are waiting in hours-long lines just to make sure they have enough food to feed themselves and their families, thank you. We want you to know that we are here, we are a resource, and please reach out to us if we can be of any assistance in any way. In saying that, I'm also proud to share that we hit a new milestone over the past 15 weeks since COVID-19 started, distributing more than 1 million pounds of food to food banks and pantries. And while this is exciting, it also shows the sheer magnitude of what needs to be done. We are only scratching the surface, and I am so grateful to our entire network, our supporters, our donors, our volunteers that have helped us through this crisis thus far. I have a few shout outs this week, as I always want to spread the love and thank those who are helping to feed their communities. First up is Gentle Giant Moving of Somerville, Massachusetts. Gentle Giant has been a partner of ours for such a long time, and they've actually been working very closely during this time with the Greater Boston Food Bank, transporting food donations to the Bread of Life Food Pantry in Malden, Massachusetts. Every Tuesday, they've been helping distribute food with the food bank and this pantry, and actually have now been able to provide more than 38,000 meals, saving the food bank very valuable resources and transportation costs. I also want to give a shout out to First Rate Movers in Lewes, Delaware, who's assisted with some bottled water deliveries, over 4,300 pounds of bottled water, actually, to be correct, to the Food Bank of Delaware. We appreciate your work and thank you for continuing to support us. Excel Moving and Storage in Greensboro, South Carolina, delivered more than 60 pounds of food to the Greensboro Urban Ministry. Thank you to Excel. Meadowbrook Apartments, a security properties apartment in Shoreline, Washington, delivered more than 78 pounds of food to Northwest Harvest. And thank you to Hanson Brothers Moving and Storage for helping out there. I also want to give some love to the Riverbed Apartments, a Gray Star property, delivering more than 60 pounds of food to the Utah Food Bank by Mountain States Moving and Storage. If you're catching this trend here, we're watching our moving partners and Court and our multifamily partners all work together right now, and it's really great to see the Move for Hunger Network in action around food recovery, which is really exciting. I want to give some love to Nelson Westerberg, as well as Aboda and Reside, for renewing their partnerships with us this year. We know that a lot of companies are thinking about their budgets in really more restrained ways. It's a difficult time economically. And for those companies who have continued to renew their support, noting that the work that Move for Hunger is doing to feed their communities is important, and that these companies play a role in that support, we are deeply, deeply grateful. I also want to give some love to National Bandlines. We love our friends at National Bandlines, a longtime partner. They've participated in our Move event for the past few weeks and raised over $1,100 to support the cause, which helps provide more than 3,000 meals to people in need. Thank you to National Bandlines. We appreciate you. And finally to Safeway with their Nourishing Neighbors grant, which is continuing to help us fund a lot of the programs that we're doing during COVID-19 right now. For those of you that want to get more involved, please visit moveforhunger.org/COVID-19. You can hear these stories and read more about the work that we're doing in communities all across the U.S. and Canada. And also there's some ways to get involved, not just by making a donation or holding a fundraiser, but food drives will be coming back online as more communities begin to open up later this summer and into the fall. You can also read about some of our advocacy work online. We're pushing for a 15% increase in SNAP funding. It's not just going to be the political or the logistics or the philanthropic solutions that are going to help fix these problems of food insecurity and food waste. Really, communities are going to have to work together, as well as local and national government leaders, and think about how can we solve these challenges? How can we lift people up out of poverty so they're not facing food insecurity in the first place? We appreciate everybody's support. If you want to get involved, if you'd like to make a donation, if you like what you're hearing here, We're here to continue to support and feed our nation's food banks. Thank you for continuing to watch me week after week. I've got the hardest working team there is. I'm very grateful for them, and we'll be back next week with another update.